What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Smackdown from March the 22nd, 2024. An okay show for the most part. It could have been a lot better, but it is what it is. Triple H just didn't really care. In my opinion, he just didn't really seem to care. Because that Cody and Roman face-off was not good. It wasn't good. So, we kicked the show off with the first match of the night. Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar defeats Rey Mysterio via the 619 into the Phantom Driver for the 1-2-3. Dominic Mysterio got involved. He came out and won a Rey's mask, and he hit Rey, beat him down. So that's fine. Makes sense. But are we really going to do Rey and Dom again? I mean, I'm down with it. I'm not against it. I really am not. But is it going to be hair versus mask? We need something. We need some type of stipulation, like some type of stipulation to get us there. Because I honestly thought there was going to be Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, but that wasn't the case. So it is what it is. Not complaining. Dom and Rey should be fine. But do you do it on night one and night two? I'm guessing night one, and then I also think they could do Legado del Fantasma versus the LWO. So you could do like a 6-man or 8-man tag. You could have Rey, Carlito, and Dragon Lee versus Dom, Santos, and Angel. Or however you want to do it. It's a smorgasbord of ways that you could go about it with this 6-man and 8-man tag stuff. But they're probably just going to settle on a regular one-on-one Dom and Rey, the rematch, which is fine. But again, I'm still a massive advocate for it being Rey versus Dom, with Rey's mask on the line and Dom's hair on the line. Or you could just do Rey puts his career on the line, Dom puts his hair on the line. So if Dom wins, Rey has to retire. He's forced to retire. And if Rey wins, Dom has no hair. So that's what I would do. Moving on. So Bayley is backstage. She's talking to Naomi. She thanks Naomi for helping her out last week. It's hard for her to come by some friends. Naomi says she's happy to help, but her anger is directed towards Io Sky. So Bianca Belair, she angrily comes in up to Bayley and says Bayley isn't sorry for what she's done. Everything that's coming Bayley's way is something she deserves. And so Bayley and Bianca, they begin to bicker back and forth until Naomi gets involved and breaks it up. So this makes sense. I actually do like this. So that was smart. This whole damage control thing has been going on for months. But it is what it is. Moving on. So Naomi and Bianca Belair, they are walking by Cody Rhodes. He's signing autographs. So Naomi tells Bianca that her feelings are valid. Naomi says that she's got Bianca Belair's back, but she doesn't back down. They both know they can't do this. She can't do this by herself. Damage control is picking them off one by one. just like Belair couldn't do it by herself. So she's trying to convince Bianca to help her and Bayley fight off Damage Control, or fight Damage Control, which actually does make sense. So I'm down for that. This was a very heavy Damage Control show, for being honest. Moving on. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they defeated the OC via a roll-up, which is great. So the OC is Gallows and Anderson. So this is great. I'm happy about this. Really good shit there. Hopefully they can continue this momentum, but probably not with Triple H involved, because he doesn't give a single fuck about Austin Theory, or Grayson Waller for that matter. They're both in the same boat. Both talented guys. Both guys should be higher on the card. But Triple H is like, nah, I don't give a fuck about you guys. Moving on. So, we get a Braun Breaker hype video, which is great. It sucks that Braun's not going to be at WrestleMania on the actual card. I know he's still doing stuff in NXT, but he probably will probably do something for Backlash. Because I'm pretty sure Braun's going to be on the Smackdown after Mania, and then hopefully he can start a feud with somebody. I don't know who that could be. But Braun is somebody that you need to put him in a feud, and that would work. I don't want Braun to just keep on smashing NXT jobbers every single week. That would get old. I would feud him with somebody, I don't know who, but put him with somebody. Maybe you could try to put him in the U.S. title picture. So let's just say, and I hope it didn't happen, I'm using this as an example. Let's just say that Kevin Owens wins at WrestleMania. Let's say he's the one who pins Logan Paul. So I would do Braun Breaker versus Kevin Owens at Backlash, and that's when Braun defeats Kevin Owens, and then you have those two guys feud over the U.S. title. That's what I would do. Now, I don't give a single fuck about Kevin Owens, but I'm just using him as an example. But Braun needs to have something to do. Moving on. So, Bayley, she was attacked by Io before Naomi had her match with Io Sky. So Bayley was attacked by Io, which makes sense, but how did she do it? Because Io's probably like at least no more than 115 to 120 pounds. I don't know how the hell she was able to do that. And Bayley's pretty damn thick, so I don't know how the hell she was able to do that shit. Anyway, Io Sky defeats Naomi via the moonsault that she does. So, with the moonsault, which is fine, but I kind of wish that Damage Control would have gotten involved and cost Naomi. That way Naomi wouldn't be, looking like a clown. Or you could have done like a count out or something like that, or whatever, something. I don't know. But Naomi shouldn't have lost clean. She should have just lost, maybe Bianca should have. My bad. Maybe Naomi should have won. Should have lost by like a roll up or something like that, or whatever. But Damage Control should damn sure got involved for sure. I just don't know why they didn't get involved. I think they're just spinning their wheels with this whole Damage Control feud. But we all know it's going to be Naomi and Bianca Belair taking on Asuka and Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. It sucks because Bianca, man, she was really over last year, and even back in 2022, she was over. How the mighty have fallen, man. How the mighty have fallen. She's just doing tag team stuff. Not really a fan, but it gets her on the card. And WrestleMania needs some more matches on it, added to it. We need some more for night 1 and night 2. Hopefully Triple H can do, like I said, like I've been saying for several weeks now. WrestleMania night 1, 6 matches. WrestleMania night 2, 6 matches. That's 12 matches, and that should be fine. Moving on. Oh, my bad. No, not moving on. So, the rest of Damage Control, they come out, and they beat down Bianca Belair and Naomi. So that's fine. It makes sense. It was basically a 4-on-2 assault. All right. Moving on. So we get a great video package hyping up Jade Cargill. She's officially signed with Smackdown. She's going to be on the Smackdown roster. And she's going to make her Smackdown debut next week. It's not going to be her in-ring debut, but she's going to be making her Smackdown debut. I think what they're going to end up doing, they're probably going to end up putting Jade Cargill in the ring against Tiffany Stratton. I see that shit coming. I hope it doesn't happen, but, you know, good and damn well, that's what they're probably going to do. Man, oh man, I wish that Tiffany Stratton was in NXT still. My God, it seems like she's done jack shit on the main roster. Moving on. So we get a Bray Wyatt documentary trailer that's shown. So the arena is lit up with fireflies. So that was great. Moving on. So Bianca, she's trying to flush out Naomi's eyes with water from the poison mist. So Tiffany Stratton comes over. She just says toodles and makes fun of them. And then that was it. So this definitely makes sense. We already know it's going to be, they're setting up Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton for sure. That's probably what they're going to end up doing. I'm pretty sure that Tiffany Stratton will probably be involved with Jade Cargill's debut next week. She'll probably come out and interrupt Jade Cargill, because they were at first teasing Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton, and then that got pushed back. That got moved back, and then now they're doing Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. I don't know, man. Not really much of a fan. Again, I'm a fan of Jade. I'm a fan of Tiffany Stratton, but if Triple H didn't really have any real damn plans for Tiffany Stratton should still be back down in NXT. She really should. Moving on. Oh my God. Lame ass, boring ass, fat ass Kevin Owens. He's talking with Nick Aldis about Logan Paul. So Pretty Deadly walks in. They complain about a conspiracy against them, which I do agree. So before Kevin Owens interrupts, they say he knows nothing about tag team wrestling, which is true. But Owens points out that he won the tag titles in the main event at WrestleMania last year. They say he's the past, but he says he'll be the future. Yes, I'm hoping that you can go to AEW and you can have a future there. So Kevin Owens then challenges him to a match next week with his partner Randy Orton. Orton appears next to Elton Prince. He scares him, and then Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, they walk off, and then and then Kevin Owens punches both members of Pretty Deadly. And I'm just like, oh my God, fuck this shit. I am so ready for Kevin Owens to actually go to AEW. when does his contract expire? When? I am tired of him. Tired of him. He adds absolutely nothing to the product anymore. Nothing. He did years ago, back in like 2016 and 2017, and maybe even 2018 and 2019. But now, currently, within the last 2 to 3 years, no. He adds jack shit to the company now. He's just there. This guy had 2 WrestleMania main events. Stone Cold Steve Austin and the tag match last year. And then the year before that, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Moving on. So this was fun. AJ Styles was being interviewed by WWE, trying to talk about his match against LA Knight. LA Knight, he shows up at AJ Styles' home, and he's honking the horn like a madman, and then the two of them start to brawl, and then LA Knight gets arrested, which is great. That was great. That was absolutely great. I love this. This was great. This was absolutely great. This was super good. I wish there would have been more, but this is great. I love it when WWE does stuff like this when you're not in the ring or you're not backstage. You know, this is always a good thing to do. Not the best home invasion angle, but it's okay. I mean, it's better than doing nothing with it. So this is great. Makes sense. I like it. I just wish that like LA Knight would have kicked down the door and start brawling with AJ and stuff like that. I think that would have been pretty cool. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. Moving on. So these Street Profits, they defeat AOP. So they advance. That's cool. And then we had the boring face-off with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Oh boy, nothing really happened. Roman calls Cody an idiot. Roman Reigns says to Cody, "Can you trust Seth Rollins?" Cody says to Roman Reigns, "Can you trust The Rock, the final boss?" This was boring. Absolutely boring. Roman was like, I thought that Seth Rollins was going to be your shield. And then Cody Rhodes basically extends his hand and says, "Hey man, may the best man win." Roman just smirks off. He snaps his fingers. Jimmy Uso and Solo, they come out, and then Cody has his backup, which is Seth Rollins and Jey Uso, and then all they're doing is just the 6 of them are staring each other down. That's it. Cody and Seth Rollins and Jey Uso, they're in the ring staring a hole through Roman, Solo, and Jimmy, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is lame. This is absolutely lame. This is a waste. This is so stupid. Nothing happened. Nothing occurred. This was so weak and uncreative. It's like there's 1,000,001 things you could have done. Cody has looked like a clown for months. I don't know, man. I mean, I know Cody's going to win at Mania. He's going to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns because there is no one else. But my God, this has just been so boring, man. So boring. You mean to tell me Cody couldn't come out there and cut a very fiery, passionate promo on Roman? Or you could have had them brawl with each other? Something. I don't know, man. But Smackdown was okay for the most part. We had a lot of damage control stuff on this show. Still, the tag team stuff is still there. But Roman and Cody, that face-off was absolutely whack. Absolutely whack. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.